Live! Where's the Fish? In Kemah, Texas, in the studios of Where's the Fish? We don't have a studio.
We don't have a studio.
We're just sitting in this box.
With a shower curtain behind us. Hey, you know what? We have fun on Friday.
I'm telling you.
You know, this is the life.
Does Mama Lala, can she hear us?
Wow.
And we got a heck of a show tonight, guys.
She said sound is good.
Got a heck of a show tonight, I'm telling you. Heck of a show. We want to welcome everybody. Boy, what a crazy year.
It is a crazy year.
I mean, every time we turn around, here comes another tropical storm, hurricane. I mean, it's been from Florida all the way to west of Texas, Mexico border. Just incredible.
Well, the last one was Beta. Can anybody remember what the first hurricane or storm was named this year? The A? I don't know. I'm losing track of all of these things. I mean, 27, 28?
Hey.
Gosh, that's just nuts.
Crazy year. I'm telling you, this year,
it's crazy
at the end of this year, at midnight, I am going to be jumping and hollering and yelling and screaming, hello, 2021.
I think we might actually stay up till midnight this time.
Boy,
normally I have to set the alarm, wake him up. You know, you get the midnight kiss, and it's like, all right, I'm going back to sleep now.
Okay, Sisters Helping Sisters. If you watched our Wednesday show, we went out and tried some tackle.
We did.
Tackle training.
Tackle training.
We wanted to be sure.
Would that be tactile training?
Tactile.
I don't know.
You know, we lost a couple of big fish.
I lost a big one. Big one.
But I think our rods, our reels, our lines, and now our hooks. And I'm telling you, man, I wish I would have wrote down that hook that we used. I've never had a hook like this. It's the craziest hook I've ever seen. It's like a little stub nose hook.
But it's kind of fat.
But it's thick. And I mean, it's easy to get in a fish, and it's easy to get out. I love it.
I liked it too. You throw everything away, and you threw away the little.
Let me tell you what I didn't know. Dead bait. When you use dead bait, the fish will swallow that bait. I mean, it'll swallow it. So that hook gets way down in that.
Oh yeah, he was digging some
fish.
hooks out.
But the lures, you go with those lures. I mean, it's right there. It's right there. It's in and out.
Well, you were busy helping me getting a red off of one line, remember? And then he had a lure just
so next Wednesday, our show will be our weight. We're going to do weight training and all kinds of, what would you call it? Technique.
Boot camp for fishing? Or?
Well, it's kind of a boot camp for
would
fishing.
Would that be a shrimp boot camp?
So we're going to start. It's going to start to finish. It should be pretty funny. But we're almost there, guys. We are almost there. We are determined.
We're ready
to win this tournament.
First tournament ever.
Sisters Helping Sisters. It's shstexas.org. You got to go and check it out. It's for women
with breast cancer, or breast cancer survivors are going through that, process, and they're going to do spiritual help, financial help, any help that we can give. It's a phenomenal cause. Shatan says she's doing it, 8 years now?
8 years, and raised almost $500,000.
That's incredible.
We need to raise $500,000 just on this tournament.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be awesome.
shstexas.org. Go on there. They have a motorcycle. Hey, look, all my motorcycle guys out there. They're going to be leaving at, I guess it's Pasadena, the Harley-Davidson place, and got 5 or 6 places they're going to stop, end up down there in San Leon. A gun raffle, all kinds of booths and things to sell.
You're going to have all that stuff?
Check it out. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. Great cause. Couple people I want to thank. Darren, DNArods.com. This guy builds.
Oh my God, those custom rods.
Custom rods.
The one that I wanted, and Malaya.
And he's right here in Seabrook.
Malaya got the rod. I'm turning it into a cowboy's rod. I hear the final details have been set on that rod. she's gotten with him and
Waiting
decided what she wanted.
Waiting for that picture. Cowboy.
Actually,
Kima Coach.
It might show up here.
Kima Coach. Kima Coach Sportswear Promotional Products.
Yes.
TX numbers.
Good guys.
Decals. You want decals for your boat. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kima Coach. Thank you. MatrixShad.com. Actually, we're drawing tonight.
We are drawing tonight.
For the Matrix Shad bait box.
Bait box. That's right.
It's
That's right.
Matrix, Matrix, Shad, SHAD.com. Yes. Go over there and see. This guy is just. I mean, this guy catches fish when there's no fish around. I don't get it.
I know.
And he's that guy when you're sitting in the boat and you're going, God, what is he using over there, man? He's pulling fish in left and right.
He knows what he's doing. That's
Check him out.
And he's put together a bait box with things that
he uses every day.
I hate to say he guarantees, but I'm thinking he knows what goes in that box and what you should be fishing with.
Things he uses every day.
I open up the tackle box and go, oh, that's pretty.
No. She says, Keith, would you fix my line?
I do.
Hey, real quick, I actually tried to get a hold of Texas Parks and Wildlife this week. I wanted to know...
You did?
Yeah, I wanted to know what happens after these storms. You know, you got all this tide, this surge comes in... Oh my gosh! And then it goes out. Where's the fish go? What? I mean, does it freak the fish out? What?
I don't know what they do. Where do the fish go?
Let me tell you something.
What happens after? Are they hungry? Do they?
I thought that the Texas Parks and Wildlife only drove around and handed out citations.
I think we told them that story.
But you know what? They are more than that.
Are they?
They have biologists.
Well, you've got a whole bunch of stuff printed out right there.
Because I wanted to know. I wanted to know about the ecosystem. I don't even know what that means. But I wanted to know when all that fresh water comes down with all those chemicals and what oil and whatever comes in those bays and creeks and goes out to the bays, to the Gulf. You know, what happens to the fish?
What happens to the fish?
You know, the lady told me the fish is going to return to normal as soon as the weather passes.
All right.
She says the biggest change for anglers will be on land and where boat ramps and marinas may have flooded. You know, and that's a big thing because we were filming a couple of days ago when Beta hit.
We were.
Guys, there's a lot of debris out in that.
There was a lot
in that Gulf, in that bay right now.
Yeah.
You need to be alert because a lower unit is not cheap. We can ask Will tonight.
Oh, Will.
One of our guest speaker tonight, how much that lower unit's going to run because I guarantee you, it ain't cheap.
Will has become one of our favorite people. He saved the Where's the Fish Tour 2020. He did. Without Will, we wouldn't have a tour.
Wouldn't have a tour.
We would not have a tour if it was not for Will. Power Implements. Smart guy. Like the guru of
I tell you what, he saved our life.
Man, he did. He did.
He's in Iowa?
Iowa. He'll get it one day, guys. At least Grand Isle
I'll never get it.
One island now. He wanted to turn it into multiple islands. It's Grand Isle. He likes putting S's on the ends of things. Here, put it down.
No, that's good.
You want to make sure they can hear Will. Just put it down there.
Hello?
Will.
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
Keith and Alicia on Where's the Fish?
How's my favorite guy that saved our tour?
Just making the best of it.
Oh, man.
Hey, how did y'all fare? How did y'all fare during this? I mean, I don't know. I'd say, good Lord, been 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, we came out extremely blessed and fortunate. On the home front, we sustained almost no mark damage.
Yay.
And at the office, the building took a little beating. Every one of the boats that we had for sale took a beating.
Oh.
But that's all stuff that insurance policies cover, and so it's all recoverable.
Yeah, because you were on that east side, correct?
Yeah, we were.
You were on the bad side.
Right, yeah, and the buildings to the east and west of us both sustained a far greater amount of damage than we did. I really think if we could have seen that storm in daylight, it would have been just one big lumbering wall of wind and hundreds of little twisters thrown off in every direction.
Right. So tell everybody where you are and what you actually do, Will.
Yeah, so we're a boat dealership. We're in Highway, Louisiana. We pretty much do everything bow to stern, with the exception of structural welding and fiberglass work. And right now, we're specializing the best we can in insurance claims for customers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I bet you're
busy right now.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think that, from what I've been hearing, I don't think that many people are up and operational right now. And as folks are finally getting the kind of the wheels of progress up and going on getting their homes underway with repairs, starting to zoom out a little bit and look at what else they've lost in the storm, and then they start kind of taking a look back at boats and campers and toys.
So what motors do you work on, Will?
We do Mercury, Yamaha, Honda, and Evinrude.
Okay.
Evinrude's a big deal.
Evinrude's a big deal. All right. So I just had a storm come through my town, and my boat sunk.
Oh, gosh.
No,
not really.
On the trailer or in the lift?
No.
Either or it got blown somewhere. I don't know. It already got blown somewhere.
Yeah. Hypothetically, the cat's fine. The cat's fine.
No, not mine. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Hypothetically, the cat.
I'm just saying hypothetically. What? Okay, so what do I do? I mean, what's my first course? First, I got to get the boat out of the water.
Well, so we'll take a step back a little bit first. So first, we want to make sure that it's safe to even attempt to do so, right?
Oh.
So we got to make sure, kind of a big thing, a lot of our customers have boat lifts, boat houses. Certainly in this storm, one of the big effects, one of the big impacts was the wind damage to the electrical grid. In this instance, pretty well the power grid was just wiped out from the Texas border, kind of 15 miles east of where we live. So, safety first in all things. And then, lots of other things to consider, depending on the amount of wind damage. You get in the boat lift and start fooling around trying to get the boat righted or bailed out. Kind of got to be observant, look around and see what else might have blown into the canal. You can very easily get pinned underneath the boat and have a real bad situation in just a few feet of water.
Right.
So once we do that, then the next thing we got to take a look at is what's the electrical system on the boat doing. So we may not have any AC power lines hanging out in the water causing any concerns of electrocution, things like that. But you also got to be aware of the DC systems in the boat.
Oh, sure.
Typically, a battery, when completely submerged, very quickly will discharge. In normal cases, there's little to no concern in the aftermath of a storm of getting in and trying to get the boat righted. Big things that we typically look for, ideally get the boat out of the water and onto dry ground as quickly as possible. Get all the drain plugs or anything like that we can do to evacuate the water from inside the boat as quickly as possible. Then we can start addressing the engines. On the engines with the 4 strokes, there's lots of different suggestions, lots of different reviews. Different people have tried different things with some success and other things with less success. With the 2-stroke engines, it's a little bit different. But the major things is the electrical components under the cowling. Just a lot of computer controlled electronics with the modern engines, lubrication and points of friction, and then of course, everything was safety first.
So Will, let me ask you this, and that's a good point about all the electrical stuff. I used to race these little pickle fork boats many years ago, and I flipped it about 2 or 3 times, and every time I would flip it, I would just turn it over, pull the plugs, turn the motor over, get the water out of the head, and put the plugs back in, and I just kept going.
Absolutely. So, for the folks that are kind of mechanically inclined or think that they want to contract someone's services to take care of those mechanical needs, one of the best things that you can do as far as engine block components is, leave it until you're ready to effectuate immediate change. So we want to leave that boat submerged until there's a time. Oh, absolutely. Until there's a time that as soon as it comes out of the water, work can then begin. What will happen if not plugs out, if you don't immediately get some type of lubrication back in and keep the motion going,
right,
very quickly, the salinity of the waters that make it so appetizing for the inshore fishing in our areas will immediately set into to rusting components. And one of the first things that will happen is the piston rings and the cylinder walls. Doesn't take very much time at all, and as long as there's water there, it's a very, very slow process. But once that water is removed and all that's left behind is the condensate and moisture, it's a very rapid process.
Huh. I would have thought about that, because the first thing I would want to do is get my boat out of the water.
Absolutely, right. So that's human nature. You want to get it back. You want to try to make it back to before the damage.
That's good to know.
So
leave it in there until you're ready for someone to actively look at it and do what they need to do.
So what about all the electrical stuff? Because all the new boats, they're all computerized and have all this computer stuff. Sure, that's got to be all replaced, right? Or, what happens there?
I think there's a motherboard or something somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. So it's give and take. The engine manufacturers, typically their textbook response on a submerged engine is going to be a replacement of a dressed power head. So that's wire harness, fuel injection, charging system, battery cable leads, engine block, everything.
Wow.
They tend to err on the side of caution, especially during the periods of warrantability. Once the engine's out of warranty, it's entirely up to the consumer what they want to do, what they feel like is in their best interest, and what their supporting dealer advises them and they're feeling comfortable going with. On the boat side, what we're seeing out of the boat manufacturers these days is more and more and more is a push for quality connections and quality harnesses in the boat, and they're starting to get really into kind of high dollar connections at the console and at the accessories. And it does give us some serviceability, ease of access down the road, where we can unplug a single accessory from the main harness and replace the single accessory rather than having to cut and splice. The other big reason for that is in cases like this, you can oftentimes get away with replacing pieces of a harness or replacing a switch panel, but not having to replace everything in the boat. Mm-hmm. It does kind of creep up the price tag on the cost of new boats. And as we're seeing, if you look back just a few years ago, boats were a heck of a lot cheaper than they are now. There's little advancements like that get made. Each one of those connectors, there might be dozens of them in a single vessel, and each connector might cost $25, $30. Right? Several of those stretched out over the boat. But in the event of an unlikely, unfortunate circumstance like that, may make a repair that typically would have been a week of labor and thousands of dollars in material turn into something that could be a day or two of labor and a few $100s in materials.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't imagine spending that kind of money on the boat and then it goes under.
Oh, absolutely. One of the things that we're learning very, very much firsthand with our customers right now, and kind of walking them through everything that's going on, is the difference in insurance policies. There's certainly you definitely get what you pay for in the world of boat insurance, and we always advise customers, if it's at all within your financial means, please pursue an insurance policy and make sure that you understand the terms and stipulations of that policy. We've seen several customers right now that pay what they feel to be high premiums for their policy and suspect that their coverage is going to cover what the replacement value of the boat is. And then, in fact, they end up with a greatly reduced depreciated value on the boat and hardly enough money to pay off whatever banknote might be on it.
Didn't Kenny's boat go underwater?
Yeah, Kenny had a brand new boat. No, it was his old boat. His first boat went underwater.
Last year there was a storm.
And they didn't even want to mess with it. They just said, the insurance company just said,
just take it.
We ain't going to mess with it.
Then he gets a new boat.
But, I told my brother, I said, God, Kenny, you could take that motor, pull the plugs, let the water out, and you could probably sell that motor.
Sure. Absolutely. And that, another point entirely with insurance claims right now, there's a greatly differing approach with the insurance companies and what the rough percentages are that they're offering customers for buyback to the product. So all along averages game, and unfortunately right now, because so many people have sustained so much damage to their boats, the salvage market is in a really weird situation of supply and demand. There's a vast amount of supply, and certainly this year, ironically enough, the COVID and all of that actually put a big increase on demand. But when you have such a huge influx all in one fell swoop with a big storm like that takes out so many hundreds and thousands of boats, it's going to get very it'll be very interesting to watch the math.
When the cat broke, I mean, you literally saved us. When the cat broke, and that was right about the beginning or not too far after COVID kind of started. The hard part about getting the cat fixed in any time was, like you said, not being able to get parts. Supply and demand. It wasn't that you guys weren't able to help us initially; just we couldn't get the part.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So we normally see with a situation like that, where there's a financial downturn across the sweeping markets, typically demand also goes down. This one just so happened to affect in such a way that everyone was encouraged to go outside, stay in their close family and friend groups, find things to do outdoors. And so, the normal supply chains reduce their output out of necessity the way that things typically do in a market downturn, but the demand skyrocketed. Yeah.
Hey, Will, I appreciate you coming on with us tonight.
Thank you, Will.
How do people get a hold of you? Let me tell you something. This guy knows his stuff about boats. I'm telling you, man. He knows his stuff.
You are the only one that's going to ever lay a hand on the cat.
You can't be far enough to take your boat over there and get your boat looked at, worked on. Look, we're in Kemah.
We're in Kemah.
He's in Iowa, Louisiana, which is about 15 miles east of Lake Charles.
And that cat is going to go to you anything ever.
That's so awesome to hear. Yeah, so we're running normal operations. We're fortunate enough to be back up and online within a week after Hurricane Laura, running on backup generator power. And just this past week, we've got electricity back on at the office. So we can still be reached by phone. Normal shop number, 337-287-9019. You can get us on Facebook. The shop's got a business page at Power Implements on Facebook.
Awesome.
But then, of course, Will at powerimplements.com.
Yeah. And
Josh.
You're a big part of our show.
Implements.com.
The actual show, of course, it hasn't aired yet, and part of that delay.
If you're new to the show, we haven't we haven't put our
real show, the
real
tour,
show
up yet
because we're trying to respect
sensitivity to
Cameron,
and
Hackberry, Lake Charles,
all those places that we went.
Grand
so.
Chenier. We're just trying out of respect not to do anything yet. Maybe in a month or two. And Will is on there.
Man, well, you're a big part of the show.
A big part of the show when we're up there in Iowa talking about the gasoline and
the different kinds of gas.
different
what
kind
to
of
get
gasoline.
when not
And I
to,
guarantee you, y'all gonna really want to watch that
yeah.
show because it's
great
very,
segment.
very informative.
Yeah.
On non-ethanol and
Yeah.
ethanol fuels. But
Yeah.
anyway. Hey, Will, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on, and God bless. I'm glad y'all are
you're back
okay
up and
and everything worked out for y'all.
Oh, absolutely, guys. It was a real pleasure.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. Have a good weekend.
And I hope to not see you so soon, if you know what I mean.
That sounds great.
No, if we see you, though, it'll be for good things.
It'll be for
not
a
bad
good
things.
thing, not, without the boat.
That's right. Absolutely.
Thank you, Will.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all take care.
Bye.
Wow, good stuff, man.
Oh, man.
Good stuff.
He knows what I tell you what, I was so impressed with Power Implements. I was so impressed with Will. Professionalism, courtesy, everything.
Hey, should we pick? Should we pick for the...
yeah, I think it's time.
Should we pick for the
I think
Matrix?
it's time. Think we
Shad?
should do it now?
Bait box?
I think so.
Alicia?
Oh, I get to pick?
No, not yet. No.
Oh, who's going to win it?
No. There was a basketball player who used to play for the Rockets. No.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hey.
All right. We got some info.
Sisters helping sisters. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Training for our first
Our very
fishing
first
tournament.
Fishing tournament. Yes.
Sisters
God,
helping
too bad it wasn't
sisters.
last weekend, 'cause we'd have won.
SHStexas.org. Check them out. All kinds of things to bid on, to buy, motorcycle run, gun raffle. Get on that website and check them out because it's going to be epic.
Epic.
Because we are training to win this thing.
He's got my
serious.
I think he's got my routine
It's serious.
down.
It's serious.
Yeah.
Thanks to DNARods.com, Kima Coach, Sportswear Promotion Products, and MatrixShad.com, which is our raffle for tonight.
And all you had to do, was to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So those guys that subscribe to our YouTube channel, thank you very, very much.
Like us.
Oh, and you can like us. You can share us.
Like us on Facebook. You can
Yeah.
share us. Share right now. Get to sharing.
Get to sharing, man.
There's another fishing tournament
Is
going
there?
on October
And
the
we're-
10th.
Oh,
And this is a one-of-a-kind fish tournament. One of a kind.
one of a kind.
They've done it before somewhere, but it's one of a kind down here.
Well, how's
October 10th is called Drag Burner Number 1. So they're just starting this out. This will be the number 1.
Huh.
It's a Facebook Live fishing tournament. Facebook Live.
How does that work?
There's all kinds of rules. You got to go to this website. Get your pen out.
Really?
Galveston
All right.
RedfishSeries.com.
Galveston
Sal
RedfishSeries.com.
Batista.
Sal Batista.
He's the main man. He's the main man.
All right. Facebook Live Fishing Tournament. Really?
October 10th.
October 10th.
Yes.
What's
Go
that?
there,
What's that?
GalvestonRedfishSeries.com. Check it out. Get all the information.
2 weeks from now, something like that?
I guess so.
Oh,
I don't know. My calendar ain't here.
I still think it's April.
Calendar ain't here.
But somehow we lost 6 months, right? I don't know what's going on.
But the
What?
big one
That's
is the Sisters Helping Sisters
We're going to
tournament.
win that one. We're training.
Tell you, man.
Training starts in the
It's going to
morning,
be
right?
crazy. Down in San Leon, Texas. We love it down there.
We do.
Eagles Point's down there.
We like it.
Spillway's down there. Top Water.
Top water. Oh, Top Water had some water.
I don't know if Hillman's is... It's in the area. Hillman's is down there.
Yeah, it's in there.
Great places to fish,
All
I'm
that,
telling
all
you.
that.
Great places to swim. I'll tell you what.
What?
Why don't we go on with the fishing report? Who's open?
Who's open?
Who's closed?
Who's closed? Anybody closed?
What bait are they going to have this weekend?
What are we fishing with?
Y'all ready to find out?
Because fishing's
we
supposed
got-
to be good.
We got to scoop.
We got it. We got the info.
I'm going to start off.
Where's the live
Because
bait?
we're going to start way
Where are we starting?
east of
East.
Louisiana.
Okay.
Shell Beach.
I like East Louisiana.
Hope, what is it? Hopedale? Hopedale, Louisiana.
No,
Shell Beach.
Shell Beach and Hopedale are different. Well,
Yeah, they're different, but it's in the vicinity.
oh yeah,
Robert Campo.
Hey, Robert.
Robert Campo, our man, at Campo Marina.
Yes,
They are open.
they are.
Plenty of reds are being pulled in at Lake Bourne.
You know, like Bourne.
And they're on
now.
the south side of Lake Bourne. They're going to have live bait,
So I
and they're going to
learned
have
fish.
dead bait,
Mhm.
fresh dead bait. Get on down there.
You get down there, man.
Man, I'm telling you what, we were there. We fished it. We loved it,
We
man.
did. Well, you know, I grew up. Well, I say grew up, but I spent high school fishing there. It's where I probably learned my best fishing there. Look, if you go to Robert's and you actually heard it from us, tell Robert hi for
Yeah,
me.
tell Robert. Alicia Corville. She lived there.
I did.
The house is gone. It was taken down by some
It
hurricane.
is. It is.
What do you got, Alicia?
I've got Galveston Bait and Tackle.
Galveston Bait and Tackle.
You know, Savannah helps us out over there. We were there. We did our live feed 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's
there.
on the end of Causeway.
That was our night fishing place. Well, that was an adventure. The ramp is open.
Ramp's open.
They do have dead bait, and evidently they took on some water.
Yeah, she said they got high water over there. They had to clean everything out, and they're just now putting everything back together. But they are open, right?
They are open. She said she does have some dead bait, and they're slowly getting that stuff back in order.
Right.
But that's a great place, man. If you haven't done night fishing out there, wow, it's like a city. All of its own.
It's a lot of fun.
We
A
love
lot
it.
of fun. Hey, you don't even need a boat.
You really don't need a boat.
Get over there. There's
This whole area that you can fish right
underneath the causeway,
Yeah.
or you could just go to the little dock there where the boats go in and out, and sit there and watch
sit there and
people
watch. They got some
their boats in and out,
some
clean fish.
some interesting
Something
characters.
that we never do. We never clean fish.
There's no clean fish.
Hey, North Jetty Bait Camp. North Jetty Bait Camp.
We need to go
I
back there.
love this place.
That's a great place.
If you go over, if you're in Galveston, and you go over the ferry,
Cross
it's
the
not
ferry.
even a quarter mile, half mile. You take a
Right
ride
there.
on 16th Street,
Right
17th
there.
Street, take a right, and bam,
Bam.
there's a boat ramp
And a beach.
and a beach.
Like the street up there's
And-
a beach.
North Jetty Bait Camp.
Right. And it literally sits
Right
by
on the jetty. You don't even another place. You don't even need a boat. You can walk down
Yeah,
the jetty
You can.
and fish.
you can.
Take
lot
a
of
wagon
people-
and
I would
carry your
take a
stuff
wagon.
with you. It's a
I
long
would take
walk.
a wagon and with a cool.
There's a beach. You can surf fish,
Could.
wade fish,
We
whatever you want to call
saw
it.
so many flounders being caught right there.
Right
like,
there at the boat
at
ramp.
The boat ramp.
Boat ramp is open.
We didn't catch them.
She's going to have live finger mullet, cut bait, frozen shad,
Really?
fresh dead bait. And she said there's a lot. Because let me tell you something. We were talking about this last Friday.
What were
I
we
love
talking
crabbing, man. I love catching
God, we
crabs.
wanna go
I love
crabbing
crab
again.
gumbo.
about?
She said there's lots of blue crabs being caught.
Ooh.
Flounders, redfish, and the tide is back to normal,
Yay.
which is a good thing.
That's good.
Get out there to North Jetty Bait Camp and
Yeah.
check her out. Her name is Andy. Tell her we said,
Tell us a hi.
tell her we said hi.
Yeah, so you heard it from Where's the Fish?
Where's the fish?
Absolutely. Oh, I've got Boyd's. Hey, David. Man, I love David. He is just one fine gentleman. Still owes me a hamburger.
Boyd's One Stop.
Boyd's
Texas
One
City
Stop.
Dike.
Texas City Dike. You know they're open 24 hours?
24 hours.
That's amazing. That's crazy.
Never heard of that.
The ramps are open. They do have live shrimp. They've got dead shrimp. They've got squid, shad, mullet. Man, they are rocking it over there at Boyd's. He'll take care of you if you've got.
I love
you
it
get
over
over there,
there,
you
man.
forgot your tackle.
Yeah.
Maybe you forgot the tackle box at home. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's got it. You hungry? Have a burger, some
Yeah.
fried shrimp.
Yeah. There's Lee's Bait Camp. Lee's Bait Camp's right there across the
Right
street
there
from
across the
Boyd's.
street.
I mean,
They've got
one don't have something, the other one does.
Absolutely.
Tackle, whatever you need, man. It's
Anything
all right there.
You know, I saw crab nets even. I think in Margaret.
Yeah.
You could do a little crabbing. You could do a little fishing.
Some sad news.
What?
Got some sad news.
What?
Louis Bait Camp.
What's wrong with
They
those?
sustained a lot of damage.
Oh, did they?
Man, it was all the way up. I mean, I think even the restaurant almost got water. I mean,
Really?
the pictures I saw, the water was up.
Ouch.
They are closed this weekend.
Aw.
Louis Bait Camp is closed this weekend,
That's-
but the ramp is open.
Okay.
I don't know who you pay to put the boat in. Maybe it's free because even though the bait camp collects the money, It's the restaurant that charges the money. So, yeah, I'm sure Kurt and Charlie are going to get on my ass for saying that.
Yeah,
but
you grew up with them, though, right?
I grew up with them.
Right.
But I found that out later. It's not the bait camp that charges that fee to put your boat in.
But, Louise will get back on
So
her
it could
feet.
be free or
We don't know. Why don't you tell us?
couldn't be free.
I don't know.
What else you got?
All right, I've got, Misha, we've got Want More Bait. Man, her dream come true. She started her, maybe a month ago now,
Yep.
if that. They're open at 5 a.m. and they
5
don't close.
a.m.?
Oh, that's early. That's early.
My day's halfway over at 5 a.m.
In his dreams. Anyway, and they close at 6:30. It's a long day. 6:30
Yeah.
p.m. She's going to have live bait. She's going to have dead shrimp. She's going to have finger mullet. And that ramp is open. And you know what? That ramp is free.
That ramp is free, and they're right there in Hitchcock.
Yeah.
So if you don't,
You can shoot out either way,
if
right?
you want to get your bait there and go down to Louis and put in, or however you want to do it, it's a win-win because she's
win-win.
going to have all the bait.
Man, she's got some awesome scenery out there. Beautiful, beautiful place.
Bastrop Marina.
That's the one we haven't been to yet.
Man, we're going
We're
way,
going.
we're
I
going
wanna
way
go to that
west
one.
Texas here. Bastrop Marina. That's one of the places we're going to stop next year on Where's the Fish
I'm
Tour
looking forward to
2021.
I am.
Hey, Clint says they're going to have live shrimp, mud minnows.
It's a
He
mud
says
run.
the fishing is good, tide is back to normal, the ramp and marina is open,
Good.
food trailer is open,
Food
and
trailer.
that's important,
That's-
man. We gotta
That's
be able
important.
to eat, man, while we're fishing. I'm telling you.
I can't diet anymore. I try.
He also says there's another tournament,
What?
Gulf Coast Boats Tournament, Gulf Coast Boats Tournament,
Cool.
August 24th.
August.
October.
Oh.
October 24th.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, my bad. So I guess you could go to his website, Bastrop Marina website,
All right.
and find out about this
I would do that.
fishing tournament. October 24th.
What are we
It's
doing
called the
October
Gulf
24th?
Coast Boats Tournament.
Cool.
Check that one out. Man, I love it. The tournaments are coming back. No longer do we have to compete with each other on the boat. Now we can compete against other
people.
better fishermen.
I dug it. Yeah, it's kind of an easy competition here. But anyway, one more.
What we got?
We got eagles.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Eric, my man,
Eric.
Eric in San Leon.
Yes. We get a lot of, we go there all. We do there a lot. We do
Go there a lot.
We do.
Let me tell you what, I love that area, man. I love that area.
I like the pizza places. It's good stuff. And anyway, eagles. We go there all the time. They're in sunny San Leon, like you said. They're going to have live shrimp, live croaker. I haven't seen that in a while. The ramp is open. It evidently took on some waters, but it's
Yeah,
still
they took
covered.
on some water. They're trying to put everything, all the pieces back together, but that ramp is open.
It's good. It's
They're
a
gonna
nice
have some
ramp.
bait. That's all out there in Galveston Bay. Some great fishing. Here they're catching reds and a few specks.
We're out
but,
there all the time. We haven't caught that much.
Gotta reiterate, man. Be careful out there. Watch the water because
Yeah.
there is debris
Everywhere.
everywhere. And man, I'm telling you, those lower units ain't cheap.
No.
Props ain't cheap.
No, they're not. There's just a lot.
yeah.
I wouldn't open it up too much when you're on the water.
Be careful out there. Hey, like us, share us.
Share us.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube, Instagram.
Get on YouTube and subscribe to us.
Man,
We'd
YouTube,
appreciate it.
YouTube's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All kinds of stuff.
We have a lot of people viewing our YouTube, but they're not subscribing.
Gotta subscribe.
Just hit subscribe, and then there's a little bell on the right. Click that bell.
And you see everything
So
that we post.
when we go live and things, bam,
Yeah,
you're
you'll
right
know.
there. You
You'll know.
can check us out.
So everybody, who's going fishing tomorrow? We're training.
We are
tomorrow.
not fishing tomorrow.
We're not.
We
we're
are training and filming for Wednesday's show, which
Yes.
will be our workouts
Yes, our workouts.
and our
What?
what do you call
What
it?
are you doing to me?
What are you doing? Alicia keeps saying she all she wants to do is fish. She knows she's gonna have to go through
I
training.
got to go through training.
Man, you got to go through training.
Training.
And let me tell you what.
I know what.
The people that sit around do nothing never win anything. We got to get out there.
You dusting off your personal training license?
That's right.
Really?
That's right.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Where's the fish?
You have to prove it to
2020.
me.
Let's
That's
pick
The
The
winner!
winner,
Matrix Shad.
Matrix Shad.
Ooh, who's going to win?
Are y'all ready?
Who's going
I'm
to win?
gonna let Alicia do it.
All right, should I close my eyes or just look the other way or shake
Wait a minute!
Oh! Is it going by? Like,
share.
share.
What are the other ones?
Go to our YouTube.
Go to our YouTube. Do it now.
Do it now. You know, you never know what we're going to give away next time.
All right, I can't stand it no more.
Can't stand it? Who's going to get it? Ooh. All right.
Hey, before she picks, I'm gonna tell y'all our next raffle. I'm telling you,
What's the next one?
it's awesome. I'm not gonna spill it out, but
Uh-huh.
our next raffle is awesome.
I don't even know what
Her
it
name
is.
is Wanda.
You raffling Wanda?
She's another big time fishing lady
You're raffling
in
off
Louisiana,
Wanda?
and
Yes.
Wanda. It'll be for women only. Well, it doesn't really have to be for women only because everybody's got wives, but
Yeah.
well, not everybody's got wives. Got some ex-wives and girlfriends. I don't know. But the next raffle is going to be awesome. Y'all wait for that one. But let's get in there and let's pick the winner, Alicia Corbell.
The winner. Woo. Anything else you want to say for our pick?
No, I'm done.
He's done. He's finally done. All right. Who is it? I don't even know. There it is. There's the win. So, before we open it,
good Lord.
what is on? What is this?
Who's on first? What's on second?
Who is it? Doug Joyner.
Doug Joyner.
Hey, you're the winner of the. Not that you can see all this. Matrix Shad.
Doug Joyner.
Doug Joyner.
Text us.
Text us. Let us know. Comment on our feed.
Let us know how
Are
we
you
can reach
watching?
you.
How do we get this to you?
How do we get it to you?
How do we get
Need
it
an
to you?
address.
Are you watching us? I don't know. Find
Hey
out.
guys, thank y'all for joining us. We try to make it funny. We know it's tough out there. It's been a crazy year.
It has. You know,
We're just waiting for 2021.
we're. You know, I of course I don't even know if a bar will be open, but I think everyone is just waiting for 2021.
Man,
you know,
I'm
we thought
telling you,
1999.
I believe
2000,
this will
but
be the biggest
celebration.
celebration
This
of
over.
all time.
Yes,
All time.
all time.
It's going to be the biggest celebration. And people are just going to be dancing in the
I
streets.
am about done with 2020.
Hey, thank y'all for watching
Thank
us.
you. Yeah,
Join us every Friday.
every Friday we'll.
If you got a bait camp out there that you want us to get a hold of and find out what they got going on for the weekend, let us know.
Let us know. We'll come
can't
visit
hit them
you.
all.
We'll tell
We can't hit
everybody
them
what
all.
you got.
Well, you know,
We can hit them all.
we're trying to get back with Grand Isle. They're
How'd
selling
they
the
do?
marina, so we can't get a fishing port there in Grand Isle. And then the Wrigley's in Louisiana, we're trying to get with Jeremy to,
Yeah, a lot
maybe
going on
just
out there.
text us or email us
Yeah,
the
let us
fishing
know.
report.
Let
You
us
don't
know.
even, you don't have to come on. Just
Yeah.
we'll work on those.
Right. We got Robert. Robert's always got something going on down there. How many generations? 5 generations out there. in
Long
Charlotte.
time,
Long
man.
time. They
Long
know
time.
what they're doing. And I know that's where I learned how to fish.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
I'm Keith Mikado,
And I'm Alicia Corbell.
and Debbie Hart is in
Oh.
Kima, Texas,
Making us look
doing
good.
all the hard work.
She does do all the hard work.
We love y'all.
She has to put up with us.
We'll see you Wednesday
Wednesday.
for the
See what Keith's going to do to me.
video of our workout.
Our workout.
For Sisters Helping Sisters
.org.
Texas.org.
Oh, Texas.
SHS Texas.org.
Yes.
Get on there and let's raise some money for this organization. Great cause.
Great cause. All right, guys.
Thank you. Good
Have
night.
a great weekend and catch some fish.